Alright, cool, we're back up. Sorry about that, guys. There was a quick hiccup in the connection. So I think we're about ready to get going again. Looks like Time Warner had a hissy fit. We are right back, however. Everything is back up as it should be, and we will be right back into the game. Excellent. Alright, so QXC is now pushing forward with a large number of Widow Mines. Yep, he's got a ton of them. And Banelings are now making their way in. And what's going to happen is those Widow Mines will be cleaned up, but not without doing some damage. However, they're being cleaned up by Roaches, not Banelings, which is a nice trade. So there are now 9 Widow Mines coming out at any given time. Absolutely huge in that respect. Drops ended up happening here from QXC into that mineral line. He did a ridiculous amount of damage with that. I'm really annoyed that I missed that. Unfortunately, it happened at just the wrong time. I got that disconnect, so I was all over the place, but that was massive. Wow, Widow Mine drops have absolutely decimated the economy of Kane so far. That is nasty. He's had to build a ton more drones to replace that. His economy's pretty good already. I mean, he's taken 4 bases, so things are looking pretty solid for him, but this mass Widow Mine drop style, now with 12 Widow Mines at a time coming out here, he's basically playing mono battles, and that's very, very hard to deal with. We're seeing Zerg Flyer Carapace upgrade coming in, as well as range upgrade here as well. QXC wants to be a little bit careful not to get those mines caught out of position. There are, of course, Thors and tanks now available in this composition as well. Big shelling coming in, and the Roach is taking a lot of very, very big hits. The Mew's coming in as well. There's the big borrow. This detonation's going to be massive one way or the other. Pretty much everything dies as a result of these Widow Mines being deployed all over the place. However, Kane is getting the better end of that engagement as he's picking off a lot of high-value units here. He did lose pretty much all of his Mutalisks, though. Thor plus Widow Mine, that entire flock got decimated. And even QXC actually picking the Thor up. What on earth is he planning on doing with that? Is he seriously going to go drop this Thor? I don't know what he's planning, but this is amusing to say the least. We're going to see a Thor drop here from QXC. Things are getting really wild really quickly. Currently, the situation is that QXC does have the larger army. The economy is actually in favor of QXC now as well, because he's been able to expand out to those bases. More Widow Mines are detonating all over the place. Kane is just running into them. It's very, very difficult to detect that many. There's 25 mines on the field. He's going to go to about 40 mines in this game, which is insane. Almost lost that Thor there. He's now going to try and drop it into the main base. There's really no evacuation potential here. This medevac is way, way too injured. He's going to start to actually work on the gas and the spawning pool here, which is a fairly nice move. There we go. Now he wants to go after the queens and the actual drones himself. This is not actually a well-upgraded Thor. He's playing an upgradeless mech style, which I have not seen ever. This is really funky stuff. And now he's going to BCs! This is actually something he's talked about in the past. This transition through the battle cruisers against Zerg. He said that this is viable. Now he's going to try and prove that is the case. Widow Mines get... Oh, he's mismicros those all the way into the middle of that. That was disastrous, losing a bunch of Widow Mines. Not that he can't replace them, but it would have been nice to have more of them. Vipers spotted here as well. That single Thor could actually knock a couple of those Vipers out of the sky, maybe, before his opponent is able to respond to that. But this game is wacky, to say the least. Mass Mine coming in, double Starport, Fusion Core, 5 base Terran, and battle cruiser transition. 10 Hellions coming in the meantime. This single Thor is like, hey, sup, this is fun, isn't it? I've got 11 kills to my name. This generally doesn't happen. Kane might look to actually go and clear that up. But these Widow Mines are slowly encroaching on the position of his opponent. A tank drop comes in and is starting to eliminate the tech here, knocking down Spore Crawlers and trying to take down the hatchery. And engagement comes into the side here as well. Widow Mines borrowing as best they can, getting a couple of shots up at the end of hitting the Overseers instead. Reinforcements will be caught out here as well. This is nuts. This game is nuts. Kane is going for Roach Hydra when his upgrades are... Yeah, he actually did change his style over. He was, I'm sure, he was going the Ultralisk style, but then he started upgrading ranged weapons as well. Big tank shelling coming down here as the engagement continues. Hellbat's trying to move into the composition, but this is a big army here from Kane. These Thors are definitely not enough. The Blinding Cloud shuts the tanks down completely. And there are engagements all over the map. Widow Mines being dropped here. There are tanks here. There are Widow Mines here. There is a Thor here. What is happening? Kane is now trying to engage and is trying to catch his opponent before the battlecruisers come out. The Fusion Core could get killed here, and it probably will unless Kane decides not to engage against it. And there are tanks here, but there are Vipers moving in. There is the Blinding Cloud coming down once again. Kane makes his way into the main base. The battlecruisers are still on the way, but they take forever to build. And actually, these will not get built. They will be shut down before that even happens. QXC is in a world of pain here as Roach Hydralisk, a weird change comes into play. This single Thor is a big hero. It is Captain Thor looking to save the day. Knocks down the Hydralisk den. The Widow Mines, of course, preventing a lot of reinforcements from coming in, but Can QXE actually hold on? He's slowly whittling away the attack force. This battlecruiser is actually going to finish. That might be very, very helpful here indeed. The second one does not. But bear in mind, QXE still has a lot of bases available here. These Widow Mines are continually getting great hits. These Widow Mines are preventing the reinforcements from coming in. This medevac is just having a look at the situation and saying, I don't even know what's going on here. Mass Mule Drop to repair Hero Thor, Commander Thor on 23. The battlecruiser is now out on the field now and is trying to do its best. There are Widow Mines all over the place. Kane's attack is actually starting to peter out. This style is working somehow, some way. This Thor refuses to die. It's now going to be on about 1 billion kills with a huge amount of repair going into it. These Widow Mines continue to kill all of the reinforcements. This is the wackiest game I've seen in a long, long time. QXE is going to clean this up. There's no question. The BC now moves into play. It is going to kill that Viper as well. Kane is, by the looks of it, going to lose this game after... The Spire's down as well. This Thor is ridiculous. This Thor is on 31 kills now, continuing to make its way through. QXE just played the craziest game of StarCraft I have seen in a long, long time, and it looks like he should be able to win this. Kane is not out of it yet, but there is now a battlecruiser on the field. We're going to be seeing another one. The worst, we do not pause. Yeah, let's not do that. That would be a really, really bad time indeed. And we will be continuing. QXE is now pushing forward with a huge amount of Widow Mines. This Hive looks like it's going to get knocked down here as well. The Thor is continuing just to work its way through it. This Thor is on 40 kills now. These Widow Mines are on an absurd amount of kills each. That's a Sergeant Widow Mine. Generally don't see that all that often. Planetary Fortress runs into a bunch of roaches, not the other way around. That Planetary Fortress is very assertive, as you can see here. And we are now in a situation where QXE is looking very, very likely to win the game, although Kane is not out yet. Miss micro there by QXE, losing a bunch of Widow Mines. Not exactly what you want to see at all. More detonations go off here. QXE is about maxed out, though. 12 more Widow Mines. Banshee being added on. The Thor's still alive. It's on 48 kills. It just has killed the entire base, and there is the GG. Have you ever seen a game so ridiculous? Probably not. But you have now. Welcome to SHOUTcraft. We like to do things a little bit funky here. Unbelievable. I don't know what to say about that game. Greg was mentioning the Mass Widowmine style, but that big transition and that single Thor was ridiculous, and it just did not die. It killed the entire main on its own. What a hero. I'm flabbergasted. What a cool game. Alright, folks, we will be taking a couple of minutes to get Greg back onto the call, make sure everyone is lag-free, and we are about ready to kick it back off. Thank you for your patience, and we'll be right back.